Hey everyone, I'm going to do a video on a couple called Harry and Meghan, also known as Prince Harry and Princess Meghan, or the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, or Harry and Meghan Wales, since he's was a captain, formerly Captain Wales of the military. Very polarising couple. You will hate them, you will love them, you will be neutral. I'm wavering on the good side of neutral. I don't hate their guts. I have absolutely no need to. They haven't raped, murdered, been bribed, taken money, like certain other members of the royal family. They certainly haven't beheaded anyone like Henry VIII. But for some reason, the media can't seem to stop hating them. People can't seem to stop hating them. I don't have a reason to hate them. I have a reason to hate a lot of people. I don't have a reason to hate Meghan and Harry. Now, I do sympathise with them. I don't love them, don't get me wrong. I like them. I think they're great. I'm not a rabid lover. I just think they seem nice. You'll think they don't, but that's just me, in my opinion. They seem nice. They seem like a great couple. Good for them. Good for everything they've done. Get the fuck away from that family. Get the fuck away from the British media. Good for them. They're living their life the best way they can, the best way they know how, and they're making themselves better. Harry's getting treatment, blah, blah, blah. But I want to talk about why I sympathise with them. Now, I don't hate them. I don't love them. I like them. I sympathise with them. And that's where this side is coming from. Reason one, I'm the youngest of my family. So is Harry. So is Meghan. It can be hard being the youngest of the family. I'm the youngest of 6. And it's not easy. It's incredibly hard. And there are issues that come along with being the youngest, as many would know, being the youngest in their family. So I sympathise, point one. So I know what it's also like to be a half-sibling, like Meghan. I have a different father to my 5 other siblings. There are 6 of us. They are 10 to 15 years older than me. The first 4 have one father. The 5th has another. I have another. I know what it's like to be the youngest and to be a half. Believe me, I know what it's like to be a half. And it's not good. Just like being the youngest, it is not good. It's even worse. Some of the things I could talk about that certain siblings have said and done, just because I had a different father, just because I came along 10 to 15 years younger after them, is tough. And I'm really sympathetic to Meghan. Really sympathetic to Meghan. I also know what it's like to come from an incredibly toxic family. So not only am I the youngest, and I'm a half, but they're incredibly toxic. I have Samantha Markles, or Samantha Grant, if you want to call her that. And I have Thomas Markle Jr.'s in my family as siblings. They are cunts. Not, just Samantha and Thomas, but certain siblings of mine as well. I absolutely sympathise with Meghan being the half-sibling of people like that. And for those who have incredibly toxic families, for those who have half-siblings, you could very possibly well know exactly what Meghan's going through with that family. And it's fucking horrible. The things they say, the things they do, just because you may be considered the favourite, simply because you're the youngest. The bitchiness I used to get, it's like they were in their 20s and out having to live their life while I was still in my teens and needed to be looked after and paid for by our mother. Because, I was a kid still and I couldn't go and get a job or go and earn any money in any way, shape or form. I still needed to be taken care of. But they didn't like that. Tough shit. So besides knowing what it's like to be the youngest, what it's like to be a half, and what it's like to come from an incredibly toxic family, I also know what it's like to be lied about. Now, no, I'm not famous, and I'm not a celebrity, not by a long shot. But I have been lied about by different people in different groups that we have been in throughout the years. In the 90s, we used to line dance. That's going back away. God, I feel so old saying that. And there were so many lies going around about us. It was, 96 through to 99. I was 22 to 25. And there were lies because people hated my guts. People hated me for being a better dancer. I just happened to be young and love music and love dancing. And I just picked it up far easier. So I was hated for it. So there were lies spread about us. And then when the liars left, people would come up to us and go, oh, someone said that, and someone said this, and oh, there was a rumor going around about blah, blah, blah. It's like, yeah, thanks. We did nothing to you people. And yet you lied about us. And they were pretty horrible things too. We've had neighbours lie about us when we first moved in here to where we were 29 years ago. So we've had people we met claim other people in the neighbourhood claim things about us. What the fuck? Why would you lie about someone you don't know? And why would you go gossiping to another person in the neighbourhood? So, again, I may not be famous, but I know what it's like to be lied about. And it's not good. And I've also been lied about in my family for decades. I'm 49 this year, currently 48. We're March. In 2 months, I'm 49. I know what it's like to be lied about in my own family. And that's just as bad. So I know what it's like to have a Samantha Markle and a Thomas Markle for a sibling. I absolutely, utterly sympathise with Meghan. So that's youngest of family, half sibling, toxic family, lied about. The fifth thing is that if I did become a celebrity and I did become famous from my novels or my kids' stories, I have absolutely no doubt that 2, maybe 3 siblings, and you'll probably end up seeing this if it goes out to Facebook or wherever, because I know 2 of you stalk me, I have absolutely no doubt that they would be selling stories to the papers and the magazines and different places. I have absolutely no doubt. If I won lotto tomorrow, and here in Australia that tends to be kept private unless you decide to announce it and make it public. If I announced it, that I was the winner of, say, $40 million, for example, there would be stories. If I suddenly became famous and sold millions of copies of books or had celebrities reading my books, whatever, and suddenly everyone knew who I was and knew my face, I have no doubt they would go to a magazine or the Daily Fail or somewhere to earn some money to lie about me. That's just the way they are. And that's 5 things. 5 reasons why I sympathise with Harry and Meghan. Now, I haven't had lies told about me for, was Harry nearly 39, and I take it Meghan's nearly 42. But, you know, when you're at the butt end of it in a family, a toxic family, as a half-sibling and the youngest, and you've been lied about by not just your family, but other people you've met and dealt with and done stuff with throughout your life, it leaves you very sympathetic and empathetic to people who go through it publicly. Thankfully, I don't have to go through it publicly, but they do. So really, personally, again, I wish the media would shut the fuck up. I mean, they constantly say, why do Harry and Meghan not shut up? You're the ones not shutting up. You're the ones who can't not release a story or talk about them. You have no sympathy. You have no empathy. You don't care. You just don't fucking care what lie you spread. So, Harry, Prince has, I'm a king. I outrank you. You'll have to bow to me. If you and Megs ever see this, then I absolutely sympathise with you. And I absolutely know what you've gone through on a smaller scale. But believe me, I sympathise and I empathise. Good luck with the rest of your life. And thank God you've got Tyler Perry in your life, because Oprah seems to have deserted you. So that's why 5 reasons why I sympathise with Harry and Meghan. Prince Harry and Princess Meghan, Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Harry and Meghan Wales. And I am Tiara King. Yes, I outrank them.